Welcome back, sweet friends, and welcome if y'all are new. I am Olivia from Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am so excited to share today some DIY pink fall decor crafts. If you guys can tell, I have gone crazy with the pink paint. I asked you guys on my Facebook page what you all thought about me adding in orange fall or pink fall, and you guys said to do a full pink fall. I have never done a full pink fall because all of the garlands that I have are orange and they're expensive from Hobby Lobby, and so I decided to make them over, hand painting them mostly with pink chalk paint. I have this amazing big giant soft pink jar or gallon of pink chalk paint from Dixie Belle Paints, as well as some white paint, and this has taken me the majority of all day. Also, my water is out, so I have no way to wash my hands currently, so I'm just trying to finish up this massive project that I underwent. So if you guys love to craft and decorate on a budget, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page. I'm also giving away a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway, so make sure you're commenting down below. I'm gonna leave a secret question in today's video for you guys to answer, and that will give you a chance to enter to win. I will announce the winner at the end of August, so super fun times there. Also say a prayer for my mama heart because my daughter is off to college this weekend and it is going to be very difficult for me. I already feel it, so I think that's why I painted so much today, because I have one more week with her and we went shopping last weekend. So look at how pretty these are though. I mean, if anything is going to be time consuming, that is changing all of your fall decor to pink. So if you guys need something to take up some mental and emotional energy, I say go for it. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first DIY, I want to share with you guys a super fun idea where you take a piece of cardboard, and this is the cardboard that you would use to make a presentation, like if you were in school. My daughter actually used it the other side. It's her senior board, and she totally gave me permission to do this, but I'm just going to take this beautiful wrapping paper that I found at Home Goods, and there's Mr. Beachy Beer. He wants to run in and say hi, but I'm going to take wrapping paper and attach that to the entire back of her little senior board, and we're going to make like a faux mantle screen cover. I love my fireplace, but I actually don't use it. It always throws my breaker. It's just a little electric fireplace. So I thought, you know what? Let's just go ahead and cover it. And then I had this beautiful gold trim that one of you all had sent me last season. So I'm just going to take it and trim it out. I thought it would maybe give this room some pizzazz. So in this video, we're really going to be going all in on the pink fall and just doing all the cozy things. You guys, look at how adorable this turned out. You can make this really for any spot that you need to kind of cover, and I'm just going to kind of bend it. And then for the next DIY, we are going to give my fall garland a makeover. You guys, I painted these garlands for hours. You're not going to see much of that part here, but you want to give it a good spray. If you're doing a garland makeover like this, you're going to spray it really well with some spray paint. I only used what I already had. It was so hard for me though not to go to Walmart and cheat and buy a ton of spray paint, but I did it because I already had pink paint on hand and I wanted to hand paint this to make it look a little bit more realistic. So I hand painted 3 huge garlands. Oh my goodness, you guys, I had so much paint all over me. Hopefully I didn't get it on my dress, but you're just going to use some pale pink acrylic paint. I also went in with chalk paint on some parts, just whatever. And then I added Mod Podge. And to the Mod Podge, I added a layer of glitter, and that's going to kind of help seal everything in. And you guys, oh my goodness, this took me, it felt like forever. The patience required to hand paint a garland with the leaves, and I wanted to do the backs of them as well. That way, you know, in case you saw the back, it wouldn't look crazy. I also had some fun little pumpkins to go ahead and hand paint as well. So I was just like, you know what? Might as well add to the fun. So I had a lot of pink glitter paint flying everywhere. So what do you guys think about the pink fall? I noticed when I went out and about shopping that Michael's craft store, the fall is really, really dark and spooky. I was not a fan, so I will not be buying things from that fall collection. I'll pop back over to Hobby Lobby, which everything there is very nice and traditional and sweet and cozy and orange. But that doesn't really match my palette, so I'll probably, if I do pick up anything, I'll definitely probably be painting it. But last season they had a ton of pink fall out. I know at Michael's and different places. I might check Dollar General because I heard there might be some pink fall there. Although you guys know me, I don't really go out and buy a whole lot of new seasonal decor. I simply repurpose, paint, and reuse. Although after all of these garlands got painted pink, I'm not sure that I could repurpose and reuse these. So here is how my garland is looking so far. Here's those pink pumpkins that we painted last week. Quite the little collection I have going out of pink fall, which I am absolutely loving. So on Facebook, I shared with you guys my pink fall that I had originally done so far. I'm changing things up a bit, and you guys said I definitely needed to paint this sign. So since I already had chalk paint everywhere, and you guys, I had it everywhere in my hair, on my face, probably in my nose, who knows? I'm just going to go ahead and chalk paint my fall sign by hand. This was a bit of a process because I didn't want to get on top of those little light up lights. They look so cute. I know it's kind of corny to have this type of a sign, but I just think it looks so adorable and it puts off quite the fall glow. And 2 coats later, here we are. I am just loving how this turned out. Now it's time to decorate. Okay, so I cleared off my original fall decor because you guys had really encouraged me to go all in on the pink fall. So that is what we are doing here. I'm taking those 2 Hobby Lobby garlands that I painstakingly painted and got paint all over my hands. And then I realized, you guys, midway through my painting, that the water was turned off at my house because they're redoing the water lines. So I just had pink paint all over me. Anyway, it wasn't the end of the world, but now let's decorate with some pink pumpkins. If you're a fan of pink, you're in the right place. And if you're not, that's okay. Go to my fall collection on YouTube. I have so many different DIYs for traditional fall that are on my playlist. So here's that little Hobby Lobby pumpkin that I painted. Just so many fun things here. And then those little basket pumpkins that I painted as well. I mean, the pink pumpkins are really next level here. So I also did those Cinderella pumpkins. Those came out really well, and you guys really loved those. So just have fun with it. Get creative. You guys could even do like some Cinderella pumpkins in different colors, purples, blues, all the things. I feel like I need to go in now with some pastel, maybe sugar color pumpkins for my kitchen. Let me know what you guys think. Should I do pastels with purple, pink, and greens, or should I just stick again to all the pinks? Am I going too pink crazy? Well, if I am, I'm already in deep. So I just kind of played around with this a little bit, just kind of getting it to where I wanted it. And then here is the final look. And then here is Mr. Benji Bear. He is having quite the fun time. He thinks anytime I get down on the floor that it is time to play. It was making it very hard for me to film the end of my video. I also kind of did an update on my little lanterns and gave them some pink paint as well. There is so much you can do with pink paint. And in this video, I used the Dixie Belle chalk paint in soft pink. It's kind of like a really pretty baby pink, but it does have a little spice to it. So it's not the most baby pink, but it is a really lovely color. I would really like to add some more fun things to, here's Benji Bear again. He is so funny. So hey, say hi to Benji Bear. To all, he'll say hi to all those puppy dog and kitty cat fans out there. I also want to paint the legs of my pink chair.
You guys, should I paint them white or should I paint those legs gold? Let me know in the comment section. That's going to be the secret question of the day. Comment and let me know, should I paint those chair legs white, pink, gold? Probably not pink. Anyway, and how do you guys think everything's looking? It's just so fun. I feel like I need now some fabric pumpkins to add into this. So that would be a funny close-up of Benji Bear. Look at his big schnauze. He's so silly. Look. Oh my goodness. By this time I had taken off my dress and was in my sweatpants and I was done. And then I cleaned my house afterwards and cooked dinner and edited this video. So anyway.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. For those of you all that are new, welcome. I am Olivia, Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafting mama and I have a passion for sharing with you guys how to have a boutique gorgeous home on a budget. So if you guys love to craft and decorate, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. I would love to have you guys here. I have such an amazing little sweet community of folks that just love to love on me, love on each other, and just love to craft and decorate, because I feel like it's so good for your heart and soul, you guys, to craft and decorate. So anyway, my daughter is heading off to college this weekend, so I'm super nervous for my mama heart. I feel like this time is going to be harder, even though I sent her off last year. She's already been in college a year, and my son and my daughter-in-law, they're just first married. This is going to be their first year anniversary in September. So I feel like there's been a lot of transition, a lot of changes for me as a mom, and I think it's been hard for me at times to feel like I'm no longer like a mom, but then also sometimes really fun and freeing to be like, oh, I no longer have to mom it up all the time, even though of course I'm still always momming, but I hope that makes sense. So let me know in the comment section if you guys feel that. And apologies, I would have already cleaned myself up. And I know I have paint, I think, even on my face, but our water has been turned off because they're digging new water lines, and they have been doing that for quite some time now in my neighborhood. So I don't think it will come back on until later this evening, and I wanted to make sure that I get you guys our little devotional in and all the fun things. So okay, I have just been kind of bouncing around in my devotional from last season. Apologies, I have misplaced our other devotional. So this one is going to be really good though, because it's called Freely Forgive. I think forgiveness is something we all need, and we all need to work on more of. Life can bring about situations that you once thought were unthinkable, and you may find yourself needing to forgive what seems unforgivable. I know it's easy to internalize the anger and bitterness until your soul receives it, but wrongs can seldom be made right, and you're going to have to release it all, conquering the hurt with my love. When you're betrayed and sinned against, you tend to give in to freshly emotions of anger that so easily arise. But I have offered you forgiveness for your sins, extending mercy and love. So I ask you to do the same for others. It's not negotiating the need for justice, but it sets you free from the chains of unforgiveness that can keep you trapped and unable to walk in the abundant life I intend for you to have. I'm not saying it's easy to forgive others. The sacrifice of Christ was brutal, fleshly and unjust suffering, but the end result was redemption for mankind in light of his sacrifice. Don't hold on to offenses. Simply turn them over to me and allow my justice and mercy to resolve and restore your breaking heart. Healing is in my hands. If you forgive those who sin against you, your heavenly Father will forgive you. And that's Matthew 6:14. So I know I have had a lot of forgiveness work that I have had to do in the last couple of years, as well as I have to ask to be forgiven, because none of us are perfect. And I remember the breakthrough that I had was realizing that God forgave me. Who am I to hold the right of unforgiveness to another human? I can see that paint. It's like right over there. So anyway, I pray that you guys are able to begin the forgiveness journey, or if you're already on it, keep putting one foot in front of the other, because sometimes we have to forgive daily and hourly, and sometimes we have to forgive others, and sometimes we have to forgive ourselves. So I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being a part of the Olivia's Romantic Home community. And until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon.